I've got a decent amount of hours in American Truck Simulator. I'm not a pro, but I'm not a newbie. It's one of my favorite games to wind down after a stressful day, and I've been doing so for almost 10 years now. Besides Desert Bus, it might be one of the best driving games I've ever played. The ability to do a little road trip while putting some music on, having a movie playing, or calling some family members, that's a uniquely relaxing experience. But I'd be lying if I said it doesn't get stale sometimes. You find yourself with a ton of drivers, a ton of money, and that's it. I guess you win the game. And before this past month, I'd put it down for years. But recently, I think I found the answer. It's something called a VTC, or Virtual Trucking Company. And this quick video is to simply introduce you guys to that option, kind of what it is, and why you should consider it, especially with the new DLC coming up. I think a lot of people will return to the game just to drop it later on, and I think this might be the answer to some long-term fun. I think that people get lost in the why of the VTC, and that's completely understandable because it's exactly what it says it is, and that sounds like a second job. Most people don't even want the one job they have, let alone the second one in their free time, but bear with me. Simply put, a VTC is a collection of people, kind of like a guild, that puts miles down in American Truck and Euro Truck Simulator. That's all. And there are different levels to it. You could join one that's relatively serious with gear necessities, weekly time requirements, and even so far as initiative trainings. Or what I did was join one more casual, where basically the owner said, let's just get some miles down and hang out. We have all kinds of people, all kinds of ages, and although admittedly at 30 years old I'm probably one of the younger ones, I kind of enjoy that. So why bother? Like, what's even the point? And you're fair to ask that. I certainly did. And I can only give you my opinion. I think why it unlocked a new aspect to this game for me, it comes down to the phrase, number go up. And if you grew up on web games, RuneScape, and old school MMOs like me, number go up makes a lot of sense to you. It's literally watching your level increase. And that's nice by yourself, but number go up with friends made it click in this game for me. I think it was the part of some sort of conglomerate with people that brought the social aspect to this game that was missing for me, and it made me boot it up more and more. I see people online, I can chat with them, watch their stream, maybe hop in a convoy. Oh, hey, nice mileage today. Oh yeah, I took a long trip from here to there, yada yada. Oh, we got to get more miles in today. Maybe it's silly, but it added that kind of chat room communal experience that I crave because I'm a little older. So if that sounds interesting to you, and I hope I made a case for anyone but myself, I'll quickly run you through the how to do it. And the how's pretty simple. It basically comes down to using one of the many tracker apps that are online, and I'll give you two examples in this video. One is Trucky, and another is trucksbooks. They both function in similar, if not the same exact ways, by basically tracking your jobs and mileage and uploading that data to their website and your VTC of choosing. So it would be your job, basically. Your miles go into your overall VTC's mileage, and number goes up with friends. Perhaps some VTCs do something beyond just mileage, but for my casual one, we just drive. Now, of course, there are parameters that you could add that could give you some sort of specific challenge, like hardcore mode, which is following all the rules with all the tickets turned on and the sleep meter, etc., etc. Or there's race versus real miles, in which race miles are having your truck be consistently over 80 miles per hour. It's more arcadey experience, whereas real miles is 60 miles per hour, some sort of realism that isn't quite hardcore. I think that people that have like over 5,000 hours in this game, tickets and driving 60 miles per hour can get old. That's why people tend to go race miles. The company I'm with uses 3 apps to track and just cover all the bases because they want to be the company that puts the most miles down. So they use Trucky, trucksbooks, and Pickup. But I think that in general, people just use Trucky for its overlay option. As you can see at the bottom here, there's a lot of information you wouldn't normally have, and the ease of joining a VTC. It's a fantastic way to find a group. You can just search whatever you want and find what you need. And it's pretty intuitive. It doesn't require much of a tutorial apart from the dispatch option, which is really neat, and it allows you to create jobs in your save. So I try and use that and send myself to cities that I haven't unlocked yet. And it's really helpful just to create a new experience for myself. And I'm happy to go over that in another video. But trucksbooks is another great option to go with because it's the same thing without all the bells and whistles. which could be great for somebody that really just wants to track their data and upload it without anything else. But another one of my favorite things about Trucky is you can just see what everyone's up to in your group. You can go to your VTC, see the most recent jobs, how far they went, how many miles they put in this day, this week, this month. And that's a really neat feature. And there's a bunch of other stuff I didn't go over. There's an entire economy system in Trucky that I don't own the VTC, so I don't really do anything with that. I just make friends and drive. All right, so I hope this gives you a decent look into why I think VTCs are a possible answer to you having long-term fun in ATS. And I hate to be like, the answer was the friends you made along the way, but especially lately I've been feeling like that is the answer to a lot of games that I personally play. You know, I grew up on chat rooms and meeting people, and I've had a blast getting to hang around some of the people in this group, and I hope that you can find that too. Please check out the VTC that I'm in, TGB EXPRESS. It's just a bunch of cool old guys, and we just drive around. I plan on having a little video of myself driving through the city I live in, Chicago, when the DLC releases tomorrow, so please tune in for that, and I hope you find what you're looking for.